Credit to them, they stuck with it, and credit to UPL. I thought he kept their team in all night long. So difficult game, but I think these 2 points are going to go a long way.
How does it feel to go win on home ice? I mean, it hasn't been the kindest to you guys, but
yeah, it's always huge to win at home here. We're going to start probably doing some more, but we're right back to the road here for another quick 2, and that's our next priority and our focus.
3 primary assists for John Carlson. Those 2 nice lap passes. Dylan was saying a minute ago that he doesn't get enough credit for all the other things he does to generate offense and just the little things behind the play. What are you noticing in your first game?
No, absolutely. I mean, I don't even really know if I noticed. I never really played against you guys, but being on his team is just it's amazing. I agree with Stromer. I don't think he gets enough attention, enough credit. He's the backbone of this team. He has been for many years, and I think he's got a lot more years left out of his. He still looks like
I mean, when him and Fairbury were on the ice together tonight, they didn't give up too many shots. I mean, Marty got a lot of credit too.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the whole decor and even the forwards, that's just the way that our system works, and the guys bought in, and yeah, we really don't give them a lot. That's the way we've been playing all year.
It's kind of a tough game for a goaltender, not a ton of shots. They were kind of sporadic as well.
Yeah, those games are tough. It's hard to get in a rhythm, but just kind of stay mentally focused as you can. It's easy to kind of get out of a game in those situations, especially when the other guys, playing as good as he did. So, difficult game, but I think these 2 points are going to go a long way for sure.
It's good to see Sandine come back as well in the third after.
Yeah, absolutely. You never want to see your teammate, your friend, go down like that. And obviously, you're worried. It's the same as the Tom situation, right? You never know, how bad it is, but having him come back and finish the game is really positive. Just we're worried about him as a person.
Thanks, Logan.
From your times playing these guys previously and playing against Luukkonen previously, it seemed like you guys realized that the best way to beat him was tips, deflections, all 3 of the goals, rebound, tip, deflection.
Yeah, I think so. I thought throughout the game we started getting away from funneling pucks to the net, and it gave them a little bit of momentum. And then, later in the game, we just kind of figure it out, and Johnny makes a heck of a play there to Stromer to get that third one. So, there's definitely some scouting that goes into it. We knew it was going to be a back and forth game, and we gave them a little bit, probably too much of that tonight. But find a way to get it done.
What was the mindset going into the third?
I think we know if we're playing our game, we're going to win the game. We got away from it a little bit. Just kind of, you start pushing in those games, you feel like something should be happening, and then the plays aren't connecting. We're extending shifts a little bit, stuff like that, and you lose a bit of the momentum. So just kind of refocus going into the third and make sure that if we kind of pull together and play a team game, we'd find a way, and we did.
I thought you said you couldn't see the puck that well with the bubble on. Apparently you can.
Yeah, I mean, not as well, I guess, but obviously some good plays, one from Johnny, and then the second one's kind of a gift in front of the net, so I'll take it.
You guys were able to put a lot of heat on them at 5-on-5, especially early in the game, and that is what put you guys on the power play to take advantage of it.
Yeah. I mean, give Dewey a lot of credit. He skates full length of the ice, draws that penalty. That gets us going in that game. That's a huge play. So it's kind of the mentality of our group is everybody chips in. It's a strong team. We love playing together, and it's another big win. I mean, the wins are coming. We're playing well, so we gotta keep that momentum going.
That's a career high.
Play with this kind of consistency as a team.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a group we're having fun playing together. We come in the second intermission. We know we're in a tie game against a team that we probably should be taking it to them, and we got to find a way to get it done. And we go out there, and John and Stromer make a huge play. Obviously, Chicky makes a couple nice plays tonight, and just a group effort to find a way to get it done tonight at home Saturday night. It's always fun to win those ones.
That's a new career high for you. Power play goals with 6. What does that mean to you?
Oh, I mean, it's nice when they go in. Obviously, everyone's got to step up when those out of the lineup and kind of chip in. I have a lot of credit to Osh over the years. Always teaching me, helping me. He would always kind of change up quick when he could to get me some ice time and get me on the ice, and just such a great leader. So I've tried to watch him as much as I can and just try and be as good in that spot as I can. Guys are finding me, so it's been good.
All right, thanks a lot.
Describe that goal. That was a heck of a play all the way around.
Yeah, go out there for an ozone shift, and we do a good job fighting for the puck off the draw, and then comes out of the zone, and Chick makes a great play up to Ratty, and good poise by Ratty, and gives it to Carlson, and then just try to go back door, and saw the goalies sliding a little bit, so went back to the strong side, and great play all around, great pass. But yeah, great setup.
John had 3 primaries, including 2 slap passes. Can you speak on his back? How good he is?
Yeah, no, he's a great defenseman. Makes a lot of plays that don't result in goals as well. But just overall solid. I mean, I feel like he's been doing it for a long time. Probably doesn't get the recognition he deserves, and I feel like night in, night out, he's making really good plays. In our zone, you can see on the empty netter, he wins the battle on the wall, gets it out to the middle, and then we score the empty netter to ice the game. So lots of plays, and he's fun to be on the ice with, that's for sure.
Tom has 3 multi-goal games in his last 7 goals in his last 8. Just what can you say about him and how he's been able to?
Trying to take my stats, guy.
Yeah.
No,
You read, so
I'm just kidding. No, he's playing awesome. I mean, he does all the little things right and gets rewarded. Goes to the net hard. Does a lot of selfless things for this hockey team. Kills penalties on the first power play. Wins battles constantly, and he got rewarded tonight. And he's been getting rewarded recently. So, is like I said a bunch of times before, is a great person, great player to have on your team, and very fun to play against. I know he's throwing the body around tonight as well. So, not much more you can say. I feel like Wilson and Carlson playing awesome, and I know the team's playing well.
So if you like to play with this kind of consistency and win all the time?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have your A+ game every night. I feel like we've been playing really good on the road, and at home, obviously, we're just struggling a little bit, and a little bit tougher for us to grind out wins. But we'll take the 2 points when we can get them. I think overall it's pretty solid. First period was great. Didn't get the results we were looking for, but second period they had a good push. They're a good team. They're fast. We struggled with them a ton last year. And got blown out twice by them late in the season last year. So I mean, they always give us a bit of trouble, but nice to get a win on home ice.
You guys generate.
Last one, please.
You guys have a better record now when the other team scores first than when you guys score first. What's that level of comfort knowing you can come back from something like that?
Yeah, I feel like when we know we're going to get chances to score, and we've been having guys bear down and make the right play to finish them off. I mean, last year, obviously, we kind of keep talking about it, but we just didn't have that team confidence to find a way to score. And this year, the pucks are going in, so it feels like just like I said, the team confidence is there that we know we're going to get chances. You got to bear down, and guys are putting them in, and guys are having career years, and it's fun to be a part of. Everyone is chipping in, and we expect a lot of each other. I think that's another thing. Like guys get frustrated on the bench, but it's only because they care. Guys are want to score, want to help, want to be on the ice, and it's a competitive team, and it's a winning culture. So the other guys that have been here for a while built that, and it's fun to play for.
I got it.
I'm going to try to keep this as positive as possible, okay? So keep me in a positive.
Okay. It was a win.
Yes. Are we good? Yeah, we're good.
Did this feel like one of your guys' wins on the road where you just kind of stick with it and find a way to grind it out?
Nope. Felt much different. We didn't do a lot. Well, we did some things right tonight. Power play, huge. Penalty kill, did a great job. LT made some timely, huge saves. Breakaway on Talk, Benson, breakaway. So those were, and then the play that Radish makes on the entry, and then to have the poise to hold on to that, find John and Stromer when we needed to find a goal late in that game to win that thing. So that those are the positives. But the rest of the game, we controlled play at certain moments in the first period. I thought we were okay, but it came off the rails for large portions of that game.
Staying positive, John Carlson, 3 primary assists, including 2 nice slap passes. Yeah. I guess Dylan said he does so much for this team, and a lot of it goes unnoticed. Maybe he's even this many years in, he's still kind of underrated in his opinion. Do you agree with that?
1,000% agree. And that's probably one of the most disappointing parts of him not representing Team USA is because exactly what you just said is I just feel like there's so much to John Carlson that goes unnoticed and flies under the radar, and that unless you know him and unless you're his teammate or his coach and unless you're seeing it, you just can't truly understand the value and what he brings to a team on a daily basis. And then when the puck drops and games are on, he's just, he does everything, and that's happy for him to pick up the 3 assists today.
It seemed like one of the positives was that when you guys did create some chances at 5-on-5, it led to a couple of penalty calls that put you on the power play, and then you wound up taking advantage of those. Also, I feel like you guys went to school on what Luukkonen was doing over the first 40 minutes, realized that it was going to take a redirect, a rebound, or a tip to get the go-ahead goal, and that's what happened.
Yeah, and we've been talking a lot about that because, as you can tell, the goals are drying up for us 5-on-5, and so tonight still, 0 5-on-5 goals, right?
Well, Stroman, right?
Stromer's winner, so we get that. But just doing more because you're gonna run in, like, I thought their goalie was excellent tonight. So we get a couple good looks, some 2-on-1, some chances, and you can tell he's playing well. And so we have to continue to find ways in those games to exactly what you said. Redirects, tips, secondary chances, how about a rebound at the crease? And we ran into that a little bit in Columbus as well, right? So we'll continue to work at that, find ways we can do a better job 5-on-5 as well.
And that's a career high 6 power play goals for Tom now. Is he starting to kind of become a force there as a power play net front guy? He said, he kind of gave Oshie a little bit of credit. He learned a lot from him. He felt like Oshie would even change sometimes a little bit early so he could get a little experience the last few years.
Yeah, I do, and I think that unit as a whole, and he's a huge part of that, is done a really nice job with his absence of finding some chemistry and changing the point of attack and being able to do a bunch of different things. Like there's, if I asked everybody in this room, and I'm asking this to myself too, is okay, what is the first unit power play? Who's going to attack? Like where's the main bread and butter? I'm looking at 4 different situations. McMichael on the goal line, Strome stepping in shooting. Is it Chychrun up top? Is it John Carlson attacking from the flank one-timer? Or is it Willie? I feel like we've got all sorts of options there, and we've been utilizing them all. And tonight was the high tip. Chychrun's obviously scored a bunch from the top and trying to use some traffic there. So I feel like that unit as a whole has done a really good job in O's absence. And as when he comes back, we're going to have to figure out a way to keep that momentum and keep, because I think the value in what I see is penalty kills aren't sure where that attack is going to come from. And so now you've got them looking at a bunch of different options. And that's always my favorite part, is because, like, if you think about a pre-scout and a coach delivering it to the players, and he's like, okay, here's what the Washington Capitals are looking for. And they just run down a list of 10. Well, if I'm a player, I walk out of there, okay, they're ready for everything tonight. They're gonna use every option, right, as opposed to maybe 2 things, goal line to the bumper, Ole one-timer. I think that's something that we can sort of try to build off when Ole gets back.
That first power play goal is big because it ties the game, but it seemed like there was something that we don't see a lot of, which was a series of really good small area plays high in the zone to keep possession, shake them off a little bit, get it settled, and give Carly the opportunity to find the stick on goal.
And you know who that is? That's Jacob Chychrun. Like because he's so good with his lateral movement up there. So now all of a sudden a puck that's sort of dicey and Buffalo's about to pressure, he gets there and makes a play through. It's the same thing that happened in Montreal. He creates Strome, obviously Strome finishes, but that puck that goes up there, now all of a sudden Montreal comes with pressure and puts it between his legs to Stromer, goal. Like that, his ability to move laterally across the blue line and keep pucks alive and make plays through people is it's impressive, yeah.
Last one. Another comeback win for you guys tonight. You guys now have a better record when you give up the first goal than when you score the first goal. Is that a positive for you guys, that you know that you can come back, or is there a concern there about letting in?
Both. I love, said it for a long time, the resiliency and the belief and it never shakes inside of our room. So even when I'm unhappy or guys know that we haven't found our best, like there's still a strong belief that we're going to find a way to get that goal or change momentum or have one good period tonight to win a hockey game. So that, I mean, our guys deserve a ton of credit for that, because that's not an easy thing to do. That can go the other way. We just have a ton of belief inside of our room. And part of that is having success in those moments, and so then it builds, and now we're just very confident in those moments. But you're playing with fire. Like, we are playing with fire when you constantly are trailing in games. And more, I'm like, the score is the score. You don't want to give up that first goal, but we just, yeah, we've got to continue to build our game. The wins and points in this league, it's never easy to win hockey games in the National Hockey League, so we will take that all day long. But we also, too, are a mature group and understand that we've got to work to get better and be able to stay more consistent with that, especially on the ice.
Thanks a lot.